Well, as we know, Arkansas got its first taste of winter weather not too long ago. So Jamie Cobb of Gwatney Buick GMC is here to talk about the vehicles that perform best in the snow. As always, Jamie, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and if those roads aren't clear, driving in the snow is not fun.
It can be tricky. You better just stay home. If you don't like it, you're not familiar with it, just stay home.
That's right. Well, but some people do still had to go to work.
That's right.
And have to get out in it. So of course, vehicles have all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive. What's the difference? How does that work?
So a four-wheel drive vehicle is typically like a big truck or maybe an SUV, and it gives you the option to put it in and out of four-wheel drive. Four-wheel drive is when you're telling the vehicle, I want all four wheels assisting me in traction. An all-wheel drive vehicle has the capability of all four wheels providing traction, but they're not necessarily all doing it at the same time. So it's using vehicle wheel speed sensors to say, hey, I need more traction on this tire than I do on this tire, because it sees that wheel moving faster than the other wheels of the vehicle. But that vehicle would have the capability of knowing when it needs to engage the all-wheel drive system or not. With a four-wheel drive system, you're manually putting it in four-wheel drive. If you're in mud, things like that, or off-road conditions. But for driving in like snow, a lot of vehicles have the feature of the auto track, which is very similar to all-wheel drive. And the computer is telling the transfer case, again, I need traction in this area. This wheel's spinning, this one's not. So let's apply power back and forth. So
yeah, I just brought this up to you the other day because my vehicle does have the all-wheel drive.
Right.
And it is nice because I don't have to decide. It kind of just does it on its own, and I know I'm good to go.
And a lot of vehicles are going all-wheel drive. We're seeing more and more of our models converting to all-wheel drive.
Well, what does Gwatney Buick GMC have to offer when it comes to a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive?
Okay, so any GMC that we sell has either all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive, just depending on the model of the vehicle. And then we have Buick models that have all-wheel drive capability as well. So again, just check with your dealer, the manufacturer of the vehicle that you have or buying or looking at, and just ask the questions. Is this one all-wheel drive or not?
Well, winter is obviously very difficult to drive in. So what are some of the things folks need to be checking and doing to their own vehicles to just prepare for that?
Have your coolant checked by a qualified technician. Make sure the antifreeze is right. Make sure you're not putting just straight water in your windshield wiper tank because it will freeze. So the blue stuff that we put in there that you buy at the parts store, the dealer puts in, does have antifreeze in it. So it has alcohol in it to keep it from freezing. And you're going to want that because you're going to be able to clean your windshield, when the snow and ice get on there. Tire pressure is very important, so you want to make sure you got the right tire pressure. And as we see with these vehicles with tire sensor monitors in the tire, we see the tires fluctuate a lot with the temperature. So just make sure that all that temperature and all tires is checked.
Yeah, that was another thing on my vehicle. The tires were getting kind of low there. Okay, so y'all are definitely recruiting right now. So what positions are you hiring for? And then do you offer in-house training as well?
Absolutely, yeah. Most people, like myself, I started in the car business many years ago. I won't date myself too much, but basically all my training was, as I call it, an asphalt education. I got it from just doing the job. But we're looking for salespeople right now. We're looking for technicians. We're actually looking for a receptionist at the time. But we do train technicians for our collision center and our main service department. So if you have the desire to be an automotive technician and you like working on cars, you like vehicles, we start you off on the lube rack and take you all the way to the line. And the line is where the technician can earn a very nice income. So.
A little tease for Monday when we have our Mechanic Monday segment. We recently talked about calibrating vehicles.
Yes.
Why do we have to do that right now?
Okay, so all the new vehicles, you may call it AI technology, but with all the cameras, forward-facing cameras, backup sensors, adaptive cruise controls, all these sensors have to be calibrated because, again, the sensor's just like any other part. It doesn't know where it is until you tell it where it is. So if you have an accident and they have to replace your front bumper, it's got sensors in the front bumper. They have to be calibrated, and they have to be told where they are in that bumper. So when you're behind somebody, it's picking that up, or if somebody's behind you, you're backing out of the garage, your camera's coming on. It doesn't know that density or that distance until we program that camera.
Yeah, and Ryan is the one who helped me learn how to calibrate a vehicle. And is that something that you can train in-house as well, or how does that work?
Absolutely. And the company that we buy our equipment from, once they come in and they set it up, then they take whoever you want to get trained on that, because you got to get certified, because you're not just putting these sensors in and hoping you've got them right. They have to be, as you'll see in the segment, that you have to know what you're doing. But the system is very complex. But if you've got the right equipment, you can make it work.
Absolutely. Okay, well, where are you located? Where can people find you and reach
So
you?
we're in 5700 Landers Road next to Sam's Club. You can come see us, look us up on the internet, GwatneyBuickGMC.com.
Perfect. Jamie, always good seeing you. Thank you so much
Thank
for your
you.
time. All right, we'll have more Good Morning Arkansas after this. Stay with us.